Zane Clodfelter of Otters TV here with the play-by-play broadcaster for the Lake Erie Crushers. Of course, Lake Erie in town this week at Bosse Field, Nathan Loprete. Did I say it right?
You nailed it.
No, Donovan Hall is doing a great job with the pronunciation guide right behind the camera there, being our security guy. So, first off, for those in the Frontier League who don't know a lot about you, can we get some background info?
Yeah, I graduated from Virginia Tech this past December with a degree in multimedia journalism. Loved my time at Virginia Tech. It was great. My last 2 seasons I spent it in the Coastal Plain League with the Martinsville Mustangs.
Okay.
So this was a great opportunity when I was able to meet up with Andy Bullbarch back in Avon, Ohio, and we got things rolling. So it's been a great opportunity in Avon.
Yeah, I see you repping the Virginia Tech Hokies right
Go
now.
Hokies, that's right.
Yeah, go Hokies. And actually, hey, did you know that Indiana football, I'm a big IU football guy, they played Virginia Tech in the Independence Bowl in 1993.
I've heard that, yep.
Yeah, and of course, Virginia Tech won that, so yeah. Frank Beamer though, right?
Legendary. I
Yeah.
mean, they love him around those parts. I mean, he's still on campus. He comes into classes all the time. He's an awesome guy.
So you're a young guy, and so going from college and having an experience like this, where you're traveling all around the Midwest doing games on radio, how much excitement is there for you with this?
Oh, I love the travel part. I mean, being a broadcaster is something I've always wanted to do, but also seeing different parts of the country, St. Louis, come out here to Evansville, also in the Chicago areas with Schaumburg. That the travel parts, I love it. I mean, you get to see parts of the country that you probably wouldn't see, and the history here in Evansville. I mean, it's just amazing seeing all the names that I've played here over the years. So that's my favorite part about all this is the travel part and getting to see different stadiums.
Now, before you got to Evansville, did you know about Bosse Field and kind of what had happened here?
I honestly didn't. No, I heard about it once I got to Avon to start the summer, but before that I hadn't heard about it. Andy was telling me about the history here, and so when he told me that, I was excited. To come here and see names like Satchel Paige. That's one of the coolest opportunities I think that I've had the honor of doing.
So saw you up here in the press box kind of looking around and trying to find some tidbits, I'm sure, for your broadcast. So what are some of the interesting things just in your research that you've learned about this ballpark?
I think just seeing the variety of teams that have been here over the year. I think there was, over the years, I think 12 different teams that played here at one point, and also seeing the street names, Bob Greasy and Don Mattingly, thank you. It's seeing those names. That's been really cool to see. There's a cross between baseball and football as well. But just seeing the 12 different teams that have played here over the years, and all the championships that the teams have won here in Evansville, that's a pretty cool aspect of it all.
So Virginia Tech guy, are you originally from Virginia?
I am Fredericksburg, Virginia, which is about 45 minutes south of DC.
Okay, so just growing up in that part of the country, what were some of your favorite sports teams that you like to follow?
I went up north for most of my sports teams. My dad's family are all Yankee fans, so
okay.
I couldn't do that though. I was a huge Mets fan.
Okay.
Die-hard New York Mets fan. I just went the other way with that. And then for hockey, the Devils. But the only team I stayed local on was the Washington Redskins, which it's got its perks, but it's also got its downsides. So. Most of my teams were up north.
You a Dan Snyder guy or not?
Oh, not at all. not at all.
Not a Dan Snyder guy. He's your team owner, man. I like the Colts. Jim Irsay's not the most perfect human being, but I still like him.
Well, yeah, I mean, I like the Skins. I just, there's been moves over the years that are questionable. But.
So moves pertaining to actual on-the-field stuff and not the whole controversy that's been with the Redskins for what, 15 years?
Yeah, I mean, just the on-field stuff. On-field stuff. I don't get into the political discussions on that. That's above my head. So.
That's above Otters TV pay grade as well. Yeah. We don't want to do that either.
That's right.
So, okay, now, just in your travels in the Frontier League, what ballpark has really stood out to you?
Well, definitely this ballpark here at Evansville.
Good answer. That's a good answer for Nathan.
That's right. Also, I would say Schaumburg. I'm a big fan of natural surfaces.
Okay.
So, Schaumburg, of course, they have the natural surface there, and that's really cool.
And we have it here too. We're the only 2 teams.
That's right. And for Schaumburg, you're pretty high up, and you can see the entire field. I love that aspect of it, and of course, Springer Stadium back in Avon, Ohio. That's a beautiful stadium. The Kramicks have done an excellent job in ownership there, and all fortunate to them for helping me get this opportunity this summer. So that's a beautiful stadium back in Avon.
So just for those who really don't follow the Lake Erie Crushers, what appears just this way through the season, we're past the All-Star break now, what are some of your guys' strengths?
I think our pitching staff for the most part this season has been very strong. Even though he struggled tonight, Sean Renzi, he's been our ace all season. Justin Cinebaldi's also been good, as well as Alex Romero. The offense has picked it up over the last few games. All-Stars and Aaron Hill and Dane Hutchin, they've really helped carry the load for this team. But for the most part, the pitching has really carried this team this season.
Yeah, and what we've found out in the Frontier League, if you have pitching and affiliated ball isn't calling. If you have pitching coming into August, you're probably going to be playing in September.
That's the hope. I mean, they've really structured this team around pitching. They brought in some guys like Kent Hassler this season out of the bullpen. He's been solid. So they've been really pitching centered this year, and it's paid off for the most part. I think they had the best ERA entering play tonight.
Yeah. So entering play on Wednesday, Evansville, of course, different divisions. Lake Erie's in the East, Evansville's in the West. Evansville, 500 entering tonight, 27-27. Only 2 games back of first place. Meanwhile, your division, though, very, very top-heavy, and I think it really has a profound impact when you realize, okay, Schaumburg is over 500. They won the league last year, but they're in 4th place, and if the playoffs started today, they wouldn't be in.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a crazy first half and beginning of the second half in the East Division. You even have Traverse City, who's been struggling all year. They've slowly worked their way back into things. So, it's good and bad at times to have a division that's that balanced. Sometimes the guys you can beat up by each other a little too much.
Yeah.
So it'll be very interesting to see how things play out. But you're right, Schaumburg's a very good, solid team. They're structured well. We've seen them a few times this year, and right now they'd be out of the playoffs. So it'll be very interesting to see how the rest of the season shakes out in the East Division.
And you guys are pretty cool. We have our games on the Otters Digital Network, which is streaming, but we also have games over the dial on 91.5 UEV, and you guys also have a radio partnership as well.
We do with AM 930 WEOL, and they've been great as well. Andy actually has a radio show with them, Bullseye in the afternoon, and that helps set up a lot of things with the Crushers. So we do a few games with them. We also do most of our games though on LakeErieCrushers.com. So it's a good partnerip between the two.
Yeah. So have you learned anything just from getting to Avon that you're going to take with you for the rest of your baseball career, wherever it may take you?
I honestly think just being able to sit back and listen to Andy Bullbarch during home games.
Yes.
We split the responsibilities. So being able to sit back and see what he does so well, it's been a really great learning opportunities that I'll always be grateful for. But also I think just learning the history of all these teams in the Frontier League. Each team has its own, quirks, over the years, and I think that's been a huge part as well.
I remember when he used to travel full time with them. He was a really good guy, so I kind of miss him. But I'm glad you're here with us. With us. So he's the voice of the Lake Erie Crushers, Nathan Loprete.
Nailed it again.
Oh, I nailed it again. See, Donovan, he's been holding up that piece of paper the entire time. I'm saying Clodfelter. Try to say Clodfelter.
Clodfelter.
He's a lot better than me. This has been Otters TV.